Academy Sports and Outdoors is proud to present Fishing and Outdoor Adventures with Keith Warren. The only fishing show that will help you catch more fish. Brought to you by Abu Garcia Reels, All-Star Graphite Rods, Berkeley Frenzy, Berkeley Power Bait, and Berkeley Trilene. Dodge Trucks and your Texas Dodge dealers. Exxon Superflow Motor Oil. Humminbird, Linebuster Products. Miller Lite and your Texas Miller Beer distributors. Minn Kota Trolling Motors. Mustad Hooks. Rapala Lures. Skeeter Boats. Stanley Jigs. Yamaha Outboards and United Welding Services.
Keith, I've got one. Here he goes. Taking line.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Is that a good fish?
Yes, sir.
I wound up, I'm hooked up too.
We've got a nice one.
Golly.
Looks like we have a little school of some nice trout moving in on us.
Maybe a pretty good sized fish here too. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Today we're going to be doing some catch and release, actually some tag and release saltwater fishing for speckled trout, and fishing in Baffin Bay with Captain Bill Sheka. It's been years and years since we got together.
Ooh, look at this
Look
trout.
at the size of that sow trout Bill's got.
That's a nice one, isn't
Tell you
it,
what,
Keith?
that is a really good one.
I'm going to try to ease the net on this one. Look at that. We got double up.
This is another good one. Look at the size of these trout, folks. Look at this.
Let's net them both and leave them in the net at the same time, Keith. Okay, lead yours in. Okay.
There we go. That right there, friends, that's...
Keith, we don't want to hurt these fish, so let's leave them in the net. I'm going to pull one out, tag it, and get the other one and tag it.
This is absolutely incredible. Look at the size of these fish, folks. Great, big old speckled trout.
All right, stay.
We're going to be doing, see, Bill is going to be tagging these fish. You'll see these are the little croaker that we're catching them on right here. Actually, that's not a little croaker, that's a good sized croaker right there. But Bill is going to record a lot of information off this fish.
It's a beautiful trout. I've immobilized it, Keith, with this grip. The other one, just leave it in the net. It's a beautiful trout. We'll tag it too. Now I'm going to put it down on the board, measure it. That fish is over 25 inches.
Beautiful.
I'm going to take my cannula that's got the tag right there. I'm going to put it down. I've got a wet board. You don't want to lay these trout down where they could flop and get that protective mucus off of them. That's why we left them in the net. Tag it. There's the tag. Fish going in the water.
Worker, make sure she'll swim away.
There she goes. That's a completed tag. That trout's 25 and a half, okay?
Okay.
We're going to get another tag out. I've got that card right here. And let's do another one.
As we mentioned earlier, we're fishing in Baffin Bay, just south of Corpus Christi on the Texas coast.
All right, now I'm going to put another tag in that. That one's ready. I'm going to lay it down. And grab your trout behind the head to immobilize it. Let's see if I can get it in the gill. I don't want to lift it out. Okay, come on, baby.
And this information, what'll happen, each one of these tags has got a number on it. And these tags, this information card will be sent in to a company that inputs it in the computer. And once it's in the computer, when somebody else catches this fish, all they need to do is take the telephone number off the tag and the fish tag number, call and report the condition, the size, and where the fish was caught. That was 23 and a half, see?
That's 23 and a half.
And then it's interesting, we find out how fast these fish grow and also how far they roam.
That one's safely tagged.
Pretty interesting deal.
Put her in the water. And she's gone.
How's that for starting out a show?
That's good,
Sheka,
Keith.
folks.
That's good, Keith. Well, amen. Thank you, Lord. Dropped it.
Okay, so
Got him then. He came back.
what happens is that when, look at
Whoa, this is a barn burner.
What happens is these fish wind up hitting the croaker, and you set the hook, and you wind up getting a, oh my.
Mine's going into your line. Let me come under you.
And you wind up getting a fish to actually hit the croaker, and you set the hook, and you don't get him. Don't pull the croaker too far. Leave it in the same spot, because a lot of times that fish will come back and you'll hit it again. Look at the size of this mule, folks.
Now there's what you're looking for.
I'm around. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on.
See if I can get my...
Okay, nope, you're around me again. Okay.
I'm not going to do anything with it. This is a big old trout, and I got one on mine.
Okay, I'm off.
I got a fish on mine too.
Keith, you did everything you could to get this trout off. We're trying to tag this gal. Okay, you need to net this one, Keith, if you would. This is a big one.
Look at the size of that dude. Come on, baby. Oh, this is a gorilla mama.
That's a pretty good fish, isn't it?
Yeah. This is what you can catch, folks, fishing with, well, you can catch them on lures too, but fishing
Leave
with
her
croaker.
in the net.
A croaker is absolutely the finest bait ever in the whole wide world.
That's about 27.5 inches, it looks like.
For speckled trout.
Yeah.
Look at that fish.
That's a beauty.
That is a big, big girl there. Now come on, baby.
Settle down.
Look how thick it is.
28.5.
Holy cow. 28.5 inches?
Yeah.
Here, let me grab your little tool.
All right,
There you
we're
go.
gonna stick her in the right there. That fish is tagged. That fish is getting ready to go. All right,
Come on, girl.
there we go. 28.5, how about that?
Folks, okay, if somebody wants more information, if they want to book a guide trip with you, give me your phone number.
Call 361-991-7191.
And bring a 35mm camera with lots of film. Because I guarantee you, there's going to be some big old fish caught.
Praise the Lord, Keith. That's a good one.
Let's take a look at today's conditions. Brought to you by La Quinta Inn and Suites. For reservations and locations, call 1-800-531-5900.
All right, fish. Hey, guess what? I don't have a fish yet. Yes, I do.
I was going to say, yes, you do. You got the touch, friend.
Oh boy, and I feel a rock. Thank God for fire line. Oh, he got off. But I mean, I could just feel that rock chewing on my line. And there's the only way you can get around that is by going to this fire line, because it's really the only, there's my hook was turned around. Let's get another.
Oh, I got a smoker here, Bill. I got a smoker here. No, I have a fish. This is not a rock.
Stay with him, Keith.
Unless he's maybe
He's in the rocks.
Look at that slick just popped up, Billy.
Yeah, look at that right there. How good a fish is that, Keith?
I don't know.
He's
but-
swimming to you, we can't tell.
He's swimming right at me. Boy, you can see that fire line, can't you?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, come on now. I think this one right here may be a pretty good one. Come on, round the front of the boat.
Ooh, nice trout.
Yep. Look at that. This is unbelievable. Thank you, sir.
Nice trout.
Now look, see, take a look at that hook. That is right there in the side of the mouth. You don't injure the fish at all. I mean, sure, you're gonna hook some deep, but with the fire line, you get such quick hook penetration that you wind up, they don't injure themselves very bad.
We'll have to take that there.
Okay.
All right, that's a beautiful trout.
Look at that. This is unbelievable.
23
inches. See, the limit on speckled trout is 10 per person per day, and they need to be 15 inches apiece in order to keep. And for the most part, fishing with croaker, you are going to catch bigger fish than you are with, say, live shrimp. Although, I've seen it where live shrimp will catch some pretty big ones, though.
That's right.
Okay. That right there, the information on that tag is going to help people figure out a lot more about speckled trout. Come on, baby, swim away. Whoo, I like to see when they swim away like that. Thank you.
Amen.
Wow, look at this.
This is a smaller fish.
Yeah, just a small 20 inch.
Yeah.
Just a small one. There's days that I had to I've done a whole lot to catch a fish like that.
He'd run the croaker all the way up, hooked in the side
Yeah,
of the
he
mouth.
is a small one. You know, but look, with the fire line, the fish just don't eat it deep. They just, for the most part, with monofilament, what happens, folks, is monofilament has so much stretch in it that when you wind up, you're out there fishing, you make a long cast with croaker, and you go to set the hook, you've got to remove all that stretch before you get hook penetration. And that's the reason why a lot of guys will say count to 10 just to give the opportunity for the bait to get way down in the fish's belly, but you don't need to do that with fire lines.
That's right.
Today's program is brought to you in part by La Quinta Inn & Suites. It's time to take a look inside Keith's Gearbox, brought to you by United Welding Services, makers of fine aluminum outdoor products and truck accessories.
Boy, you can feel everything with that fire line.
Yeah,
can't
there's
you?
no stretch to the fire line.
Look at this. He completely,
He got it.
he took my bait. I mean, there is no stretch.
I'm in a rock. There we go. Fish on. I got off the rock and he hit it. Okay, he dropped it. Okay, watch this. He's gonna come back and get it. I've made him mad. There he goes. And that's a little one. That's not what we're looking for.
Well, but the fish are in here.
The fish are there, but
Now explain what it is we're fishing. What kind of cover we're fishing, Bill?
we're fishing the serpulid polykeep worm rocks here in Baffin Bay. These rocks are about 3,000 to 6,000 years old, and this is the actual feces. This is the actual feces of the feces that solidifies and hardens. I'll put him back. That's a male. He's croaking. Hear him croaking? Yeah, look at that. There he goes. Pick the croaker up just so we don't have any fish out in the water for the seagulls to feed on. These rocks are old. This is their feces. It solidifies and hardens. And
Feces from what?
from the worms. And these colonies were hundreds of thousands of them years ago. And these rocks solidify and harden. They become a calcium carbonate. They're indigenous only to the Baffin Bay and Upper Laguna Madre. So a very unique ecosystem with these rocks.
Now, Captain Bill will show you how we're rigging up the bait.
All right, number one, I'm trying to grab the croaker to mobilize him, so I'm grabbing him just like that with my palm and the head into the palm, and I close my little finger and the next finger down. Then I come up here to the anal fin right here, and I put the hook right on the lateral line and push it all the way through. And that's what it should look like right there. That one is ready to go. But we're going to get something happening here in just a second. We're in the rocks right now, trying to locate a big one for the tag. There he goes. Nope, he got me in the rock.
Oh, whoop, 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 whoop. Was that you hitting my line? That must have been you hitting the line. See
There's
on there?
a fish, yeah, he got in the rock and got off. But he's not a real big one.
I think I must be over you.
You're under me.
Under you.
There we go. Okay, let's just do that. Grab your rod. No, grab your rod up.
Oh, okay.
There you
you go.
That's
Yeah,
not
but
a
see,
bad trout.
these are not bad-sized fish at all. And folks, you know, most people would love to catch speckled trout like this. These are good-sized trout, but we're going
that
for
one there. We might want to tag this
Yeah,
one.
let's go ahead and show them how to tag it, Bill, and tell them why you're tagging them and the information that you get from it.
Okay. What we're going to do on this fish is try to immobilize it in the net. I don't want it to pull it out of the water. That fish, I don't want it to destroy the mucus. Just leave it in the water and let it flop around for a second until I can mobilize it. Okay. Now I've got that fish up. It's not normally I don't tag this kind of fish, but I do want to show everybody what we're doing in here. This fish has already got another leader in its mouth that it's already been hooked previously. I'm not going to move it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this fish, and I don't want to hold the fish and hammer it too long out of the water. All right, we've got a trout that's 21 inches long, and I'm going to take my cannula, and I'm going to come right back here on the back. I've got a wet board, so that's good. That's going to protect the fish's mucus. And I'm going to stick the cannula. The tag is applied. That's a fish tracker tag. That fish is perfectly tagged, perfectly healthy, and that fish is going to be out of here. There he goes.
Now what do we do at this point? You're going to find out information on that fish, aren't you?
I'm going to come get the tag card that I've got right here. This is what the tag card looks like.
The information that is filled onto this card is entered into a computer. Where it was caught, what bait was used, the size and species, and more. Everything about that particular fish is known, so when someone catches it again, they can call the fish tracker's number on the tag and tell them their story of where, when, and how, and so on. We'll give you the address of fish trackers later in the show so you can get involved.
Look at this. A dinker. Don't film this one.
That was so small the birds are trying to eat it.
Whoa. Oh, get the net.
No!
Stop that! Keith, get the net!
I'm fixing to put you in a headlock.
Okay, here, you take it. Let me.
Okay, I got him.
Keith, I got one too. You had one on. You did that on purpose.
Yeah, that's a croaker on that one.
No, you had a fish.
Ooh.
Yeah, ooh.
Here, I can't do this.
You just did it.
Yeah, I know.
Folks, I want you to know, Keith really can fish, but I got tired of listening to him bellyache.
Oh, my goodness.
Keith, I'm going to get the net.
Get the net, Sheka.
Okay.
What in the world is on this fish?
Look at this.
What is on that
Look at
fish? What is it, Bill?
That's a broken back lure.
I'll be doggone.
Now, you want to see something, that's a one of a kind. That fish, look where the hook is. Now, this lure is hung up, and that fish is blind.
Look at that. That's all it took to remove that lure. Okay.
I want you to see how aggressive this fish is. This fish has another fire line in its mouth broken. It's got a broken back lure, and it's also got the croaker hook in it. There are 3 hooks in this fish.
I've got to get some clippers or something. We've got to take care
Look
of
at
this. This fish.
Look at that line. That line is going down into its mouth. I can see its hook.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and cut
that one.
off.
Leave it in there. It's almost rusted out.
Okay.
Okay.
Take the lure away. Look at that.
Now, folks, that's about as tough a trout as I've ever seen.
Now, let's go ahead.
That is a first for me to see 3 a lure and 2 hooks in a fish. He's blind in one eye. Listen, we need to let that guy there.
This one deserves to live.
Yeah. And he's at least 22, 23 inches.
Yeah. You tell me that these fish won't come back. See, that hook's out now. They won't come
I'm
back.
not going to stick a tag in that one. That one is just a very fortunate fish. Now, where's that lure at?
Well, lure.
There's the lure, and it's got fire line that was on another hook, and then my hook was on it, our hook. Amen. Our hook.
But check that out. That is pretty cool.
Nice fish, Keith!
Hey, come on, Sheka. Come
Why? What a haul! Hey, man! Boy, I wish I could catch him that big, Keith. I'm jealous now.
Okay, I should have given you the rod on that one. Just a couple little guys. Folks, I'll tell you what, I hope you learned a little bit about catching some speckled trout today. And if you want some more information on the fish tagging system, what we're going to do is we're going to get a pencil and paper. Their phone numbers, or actually their address is going to be coming up. You can write to them. And if you want to get a hold of Bill Sheka and book a fantastic fishing trip, give him a call. And we'll see you next week. You Billy boy. I love you. This is great.
Tools and Toys of the Field, brought to you by Tilia, manufacturer of the Food Saver Professional 2 Home Vacuum Packaging Machine, keeping your fish and game freezer burn free for up to 2 to 3 years.
Over the past couple of years, and on many of our shows, we've used the Food Saver Professional 2 by Tilia to pack our catch and get it ready to freeze. I believe this is one of the most convenient and best ways I've found to store my fish. Once again, with the touch of a button, the Food Saver's vacuum chamber pulls the air out of the bag and automatically seals it for a professionally vacuum-packed bag of fish. It's now ready to store in your freezer for up to 2 years without receiving any freezer burn. For convenience of packing and freezing anything you'd like in your own kitchen, ask for the Food Saver Professional 2 by Tilia, available at Academy Sports and Outdoors. It's usually cold when we head out in the mornings, and that means a cold engine. So when I crank it, I want to make sure I'm protecting my engine as quick as I can. That's why I use this, Exxon Superflow motor oil. Superflow races to protect cold engine parts right from the start. Like they say, it's got protection that's fast, protection that lasts. Pick up some today.
Fishing and Outdoor Adventures with Keith Warren has been brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Visit our website at www.fishingandoutdoor.com for upcoming show information, sponsor websites, product listing, and more. For comments or questions, contact us. Web services by AutosUS.com. Visit them at www.autosus.com, a Walt Sorensen company. Academy Sports and Outdoors is proud to present Fishing and Outdoor Adventures with Keith Warren, the only fishing show that will help you catch more fish. Brought to you by Abu Garcia Reels, All-Star Graphite Rods, Berkeley Frenzy, Berkeley Power Bait, and Berkeley Trilene, Dodge Trucks and your Texas Dodge dealers, Exxon Superflow Motor Oil, Humminbird, Linebuster Products, Miller Lite and your Texas Miller Beer distributors, Minn Kota Trolling Motors, Mustad Hooks, Rapala Lures, Skeeter Boats, Stanley Jigs, Yamaha Outboards, and United Welding Services.
Welcome to Fishing and Outdoor Adventures. This week we bring you a topwater special, showing you how effective a topwater lure can be, both in freshwater and saltwater. A little later, we'll head to the saltwater with Larry Colombo of Humminbird Electronics. But we're starting out today's show topwater fishing in freshwater. Joining me for this part of the show is my old fishing buddy, Johnny Borden of Yamaha Outboards. If you're a regular viewer of the show, then you've probably seen Johnny and me bass fishing numerous times in the past. Look at it.
What have you done? Oh my goodness, you mean I'm going to get a shot?
Yeah, but you're not going to get a shot for long, friend. Look at him. Pull him up along the back of the boat. Oh, baby. Well, I got one here too now. Let's see, I'm going to come back here while
Who
you
wins?
Well, you find that one. I'm gonna have you come over here and do something with this one here. This one's.
Oh, see now, I beat you. I got
Wait a minute. Yeah, but here, would you bend down there and get mine off there?
What about mine? Oh,
See, I got mine trained, John.
Yeah, but see, I have to land this one because this, I think this will take the lead for big bass of the tournament.
Johnny is also a former professional tournament angler. He loves to fish topwater lures as much as I do, but today, Johnny's fishing with a subsurface lure while I'm going for the topwater action using a skitter pop by Normark. The skitter pop is a solid wooden popping type topwater bait. If the topwater action heats up, maybe I'll convince Johnny to give it a try. Oh baby, it got that one fired up. Yes sir.
That's a good fish too.
Ooh, yes
sir. Oh yeah.
Oh, skitter pop, I'll tell you what, when times get tough and you want to catch them on topwater, It's hard to beat that dude right there. Come on now, come on now. Come on now. Where are you taking me? Come on now. Look
Got
at
a
that.
mouthful in
You
place.
got a mouthful. You got that right. Gimme my skitter pop back. Look at that. That dude right there is one fish catching topwater lure. And you know what? I don't have any more in the boat, Johnny.
You know what?
I'm teasing.
That's just the way it goes.
I'm teasing. I'm teasing. I got plenty of them. Otherwise, we'll go to Academy and get them.
There you go.
There he is. Come on now. Come on up here. Very subtly working the skitter pop out in front of those reeds, and he came up and popped it. Look, they're getting a lot more aggressive now. Come on. Oh, 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 oh. Come on now. Look at that. Look at that. I like to see when they have both sets of hooks in their mouth. That means they want it. Come on, baby. What you got, John? Oh, I gotta bend down for this one.
I lost him.
There we go. I like it a lot. I don't know, maybe they seem to be getting a little bit more aggressive and moving up than what they were early. And it's starting to get warm, it calmed off completely, and they are starting to get more aggressive. Yeah, bud. I like that old bait. Okay. See somebody over there wants to volunteer. Ooh, this right here is topwater heaven. See the way that bait's going back and forth like that? I'm telling you what. He'll get them now.
Let's take a look at today's conditions. Brought to you by La Quinta Inn and Suites. For reservations and locations, call 1-800-531-5900. It's time to take a look inside Keith's Gearbox. Brought to you by United Welding Services, makers of fine aluminum outdoor products and truck accessories.
Why wouldn't the fish be up underneath the shade? You're the expert.
They're actually wanting to be warm right now. I would think.
I think you're right. They just don't want to be up underneath the shade. You know, you would think in clear water that you're going to find them up around the shade.
Well, I mean, if you really think about it, they're a cold-blooded creature.
Kind of like a snake. A snake's not going to be in the shade when
Nope, he's going to go out and lay on an old flat rock.
it's... Yeah. There's another one. God dang.
Well, maybe, maybe I'll switch.
You think so?
Yeah, this is getting ridiculous now.
I think we've discovered something,
I
friend.
think you have.
Look at this. And every one of them is getting both hooks in their mouth.
They're eating
Every
it.
one of
That's
them.
a fact.
I mean, this is incredible. I want to point out, for those of you who don't fish with topwater lures, I am using a different kind of rod than what you may be thinking, and I'm going to show you why. Let me hold on to the bait. Okay. You missed one?
Gosh, dang it, yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to show you. First off, this lure is made by Normark. It's a skitter pop. Okay, you'll notice it has a real deep mouth on it, and it pops going through the water. Okay, it has two big treble hooks on the back of it. But the rod I'm using, this is a 5.5 foot IM 10X All-Star rod with a pistol grip handle, and that pistol grip allows me to give the bait a whole lot more action. If I had the long handle, I wouldn't be able to make the bait do what I can make it do with this. That's
That
what you
was
call
neat.
lip service there, baby. I mean,
He's a nice one.
there he is.
Okay, you're gonna make me put it back on again.
Lip service there. Woo! You can't even see that scooter pop. It's gone.
He ate that, didn't he?
He did. Look at it. Now, come on, look at it.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's just amazing the versatility of this lure. You can work it fast, you can pop it kind of like a Zara spook, you can make it walk and pop at the same time. What do I do with my
Need
pliers?
I stole them.
You stole them. All right. But this lure is an incredible, versatile topwater lure. And boy, I mean, it's down to his belly button. Oh my goodness.
Pretty little fish.
Oh my goodness. The thing about it is in this clear water, you really need to make long casts. Make long casts with that bait in clear water and you're gonna catch more fish. That was pretty slick. Now, is that a long cast?
Sure, I would imagine. That stuff works. I've used it for years.